kneel on one knee and place his hand on your shoulder and kind of shake you awake. Hey, man. Hey, Fallon, you awake, man?
He'll wipe his eyes a little bit and look over. I'm assuming we're in like hammocks or something.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You have no idea where you are, though.
No idea. It's zero clue. Last I checked, I was at like fucking 3 HP, and
oh yeah. No. Hey, you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. You've been asleep for a couple of days. A lot of things have happened. As a heads up, we're about to jump out of this. Jump out of a ship. You're on a ship right now. You need a way to get down. Kiwi has a way to get down. I have a way to get down. Raudak has a way to get down. Samir has a way to get down. Taiga has a way to get down. Lhasa has a way to get down. We're going to be jumping out of this plane in probably about 30 seconds. I need you to get up right now. Let's go. I needed to make sure you're awake. I have a way to get down. I think we were both going to impact, if not. So you ready? Come on, let's go. Up and at him. George, I will be walking out of here ready to fucking jump because I know that this bitch is going down immediately.
George, I, on the other hand, will not be having such urgency, and I'm gonna take time to wipe my eyes, taking a deep breath. I'm gonna stand and I'm gonna nonchalantly walk behind him as I yawn and like to get ready for the day.
The fucking table or the bed underneath you like starts scooting closer and closer towards the wall. Like you start to see like there's a picture on the wall starts to move over. Like everything's starting obvious, to tilt.
Yeah. We're going down. We're going
down, my man.
Okay. All right. So I really didn't know anything. The best thing that I knew is that we were on a ship and that Samira.
Do you have a way to get off of the ship?
Yes. That's why I'm not walking.
Do you actually?
Yes.
He sucks. I'm out of here. All right, fucking. Loraf looks at you, just upset. Fucking stops messing with the bed and goes, "You suck," and just shuts the door and leaves. Fuck you.
I haven't done anything, and I'll open the door behind you. You know, like
he's
chase
gone.
after you.
He's gone. He was never there. A figment of your imagination.
I'll blink my eyes a couple times. I swear I could have seen him. He was here.
I heard that guy bullshitting from a mile away.
Taiga's gonna pop out of the shadows and be like, "You want to eat a rock?"
A rock?
Yeah. I made you a rock, and he's gonna pass him just like a plate of food.
I look at the food. Is it literally just a Goron rock? Like, is that? Have I seen Dormanga eat this before?
Go on, Taiga. What's it look like?
No, it is a very nicely cooked piece of meat with like some like nice seasoned potatoes next to it, and it looks really, really good.
Oh, okay. Perfect. I'll fucking destroy it like immediately.
Look at our not allowed to talk. We're just taking over.
Absolutely
muted his mic. Perfect. Anyways, yeah, Taiga, why don't you describe the texture, the flavor, the love of it?
Oh, wait, hang on. I'm supposed to equip this.
Hold on, I'm gonna go get some peanut butter. I'll be right back.
But you don't know what you're about to eat.
That's true.
Equipped.
That's true.
And
You gotta give him a second.
I'll tell you what benefits you get for eating this.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
A 4.
Four. What if he failed?
Well, yeah, he kind of failed, so you don't get any benefits, but it is pretty good.
All right,
but did you fail now?
Plus 1 temp HP, brother.
Well, I'll give you one benefit then. Hold on. Roll D4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taiga, roll D4.
You don't feel as sleepy.
3.
3?
George, I don't like your face.
That's a big smile.
That's a big smile.
You gain the effect of Flight of the Rock. You get, for 8 hours, you move 10 feet faster.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
thought
my
I could
God.
fly. I was like, holy shit.
Crazy. Jesus.
It's like
Wait,
it's
is that
like
what we all get? Because we all ate it.
Yes.
All
Oh, bro,
right.
Oh,
let's
dude, let's
go.
fucking go.
Let's fucking go, dude. Plus 10 movement. Let's fucking
For
go.
8 hours.
40 feet of movement is
That's
sick.
really good. All right, I'm gonna go grab my food.
Long Strider. Let's go.
I wish Chris would get here.
We're gonna fall out of the sky.
Listen, I know it's not the best. I tried my best, but it's like cooking like a really, really big turkey, and like my usual like braising techniques, just like it doesn't fit in the pot.
Yeah, it's like you're like the whole leg is like the whole thing, and it's like, well, what do I do? Do I tie
I
it?
forgot,
Like, what do
Hunter.
I
You
do
haven't
here?
seen this yet. I've been designing
No.
the ship.
Yeah.
I'll share my screen.
It
in a
looks
month.
good. It looks good so far. Like honestly.
Yeah, so far.
It's more like a pulled pork sandwich, actually. That's just like
Just
rock
chicken.
sandwich.
Yeah.
A pulled rock sandwich, one could say.
Yep, a pulled rock sandwich. I'm pretty sure I have
Okay,
some-
guys, let's never get back on this boat again. That way, George just like is
Never.
forced to do this. Every time we get told we have to get on it, we'll swim, we'll walk.
It's fine with me. That just means I never have to deal with the ship again.
But we always
Oh, no.
tease the idea that we're going to get on it. So.
Oh, bro. This ship. Oh, the inside of this ship. This ship
Yeah,
looks great.
I'm working on the inside.
Oh,
Here's-
what has it been updated since I last saw it? Let me look at this.
But bro, it's got levels.
Yeah, big giant square. That's a work in progress. That's
That's
the
all- that's
texture.
all water.
So,
That's
it's
all
a
water.
WIP, as they say.
that's all texture right there. But
Yup. I know that. Yeah.
Well, he hasn't seen
touched
it.
this fucking thing at all.
nope.
Just so you know, Hunter.
Oh, wonderful.
I've been working on other things. I decided to put this away because it's not important right now.
Oh, look at all those beds. That's
Yeah.
where you were.
I
Yeah.
can't.
All
I
the-
can't wait to buy this ship from the pirate that owns it.
I can't wait to. Oh yeah, we should probably actually fill it on some stuff. All
Yeah, probably.
right,
Probably
that's
be a
someone
good
else's
idea.
job.
So I'm gonna.
This is calm.
I'm running to the helm. I'm getting on the board on top on the deck. What do I see, George? As Lorath has just very quickly explained to me that we're
I
going
kick
down.
him off the front.
Yeah.
You're going down, motherfucker.
Oh shit! As he throws me off the fucking side.
What you see? The fuck?
What is that?
Oh, now I know why you can't see her. She's not 500 feet up. There we go. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I forgot. I
It's not a
actually
rage.
and I had to turn that off. Yes, you're right. I had to turn that off. It's an automatic
She's
effect
so
that
mad.
like on top of the ship, we'll say as the sun begins to rise and you start to see it crest over the horizon in the Grudal Desert, you can feel that sudden chill of the cold air, since the darkness seems to bring in frigid climate to the desert. And as the sun begins to creak overhead, and you can kind of see the sand below kind of radiate this light that reflects, and kind of, for a moment, you kind of have to shield your eyes. Just the endless expanse of the desert as you're on top of this ship that's very quickly moving through the air. I believe that most of the crew is working to make sure all the equipment's up to spec. I don't know what Raudak is up to, but I'm sure he's up to something. Samir will probably be... Where would Samir be?
Probably talking with her mom.
Samira's probably talking
Whoa,
with
whoa,
her mom. There we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Whoa!
Oh man, you didn't know?
Samira
Nobody
is
said shit to me.
Samira is
Not my family.
when you look up on the deck towards the helm, towards the wheel, you can see this large stone-like chair that glows with many different ruins. Some of them seem to kind of slowly fade over time. But sitting on this chair is the pirate Denara. She is the captain of the King of Red Lions. And her and Samira are talking. And that's pretty much where we're at. You don't know what's going on, what's happening. As the sun completely rises, you actually, and I'll click the button. I hope you guys enjoyed the night as much as it was, because here comes the sun. As
Here comes the sun. La, 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 la. Look at that! Oh shit, George, this is sick, brother.
As the sun starts to rise, Fallon, you can feel within your body something kind of almost like you're trying to hold in a gag reflex.
Yeah.
It then turns into a cough, and as you kind of cough, you kind of see this like dark red mist just like expel from you as the remainder of the miasma that you breathed in is eradicated by the sunlight.
Thank God, because I needed that shit gone. Okay.
And I'm gonna go grab a beer or two.
All right.
You guys can talk, fill Fallon in, do what you need to.
I'm walking straight up to Loreth if he's out here right now.
I would, honest to God, because big bonding has been happening,
Yeah.
I'd be chilling with Samira if her mom would be chill with that, but I don't know. if
That's
she
a question
would.
for George. Yeah, that's it.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna ask another question about that also because like the chair has runes. Like I wanted to look at those, but I don't want to
That's
interfere. But I want to
literally
look
what I
at
wanted to
them.
talk to her about, because I want to know how that functions for painfully obvious reasons.
I'll if that's the case, I know what I'm doing. I'll keep an eye on you guys, but what I want to do is I want to get on top of the lookout's nest. I'm assuming Taiga will probably maybe be there.
Yeah, Taiga.
Oh yeah. At the top of the lookout's nest, is Taiga. There's some patchwork on the railing. There's a lot of singe marks, and a bit of Taiga's hair is still poofed out in places.
That
George
stratagem
is
really
back.
hit him hard.
Yeah, I did.
So George, I think Mitch and I are in a similar boat. I wanted to actually check out the runes on the chair because I'm me.
Oh, by all means.
Rune on chair. Want to know how boat works?
If
Rune on
she doesn't
chair.
mind me being there and like examining and looking at things.
Yeah, we wanted to wait for her blessing, so we didn't act yet.
Don't you fucking. So I would say that it won't be much of an issue if you just bring it up to study the chair. Denaro will probably just say, "Just don't take it apart. It's older than I, and even I don't fully understand it."
Lord, stop putting away his tools.
But if you want to go ahead and examine it, make a Arcana check.
Happily.
Ooh, that's a good Arcana
I
check.
thought that was going to be a 3 for a second. I was going to get really sad.
Nice. It makes sense that believe it or
Given the
not,
time
Lorath,
frame,
the DC is actually higher for you for many reasons, but
mostly because I
Wow.
know the language from where this is like. Oh, it's the Queen of the Rhines. I'm a
Yeah.
Twily. I know
Yeah.
old shit.
yeah, I would say
Oh, it's
mainly.
Twilight runes?
Oh
No,
I
no,
thought it was.
I'm
not,
just
it's not
old.
that. It's not that.
I know like old stuff, like
Oh.
ancient Hylian.
So let me explain why
I
you're.
have a book of ancient Hylian now.
Let
but
me
yeah,
explain
go
why
on.
it's
Yeah, please, please,
a
please.
higher DC. One thing, you don't have a background in history. Raldak does. He would have maybe seen ruins like these once or twice. The combined fact that Raldak is proficient in both Arcana and history helps him with the DC a little bit. Plus, he has a higher roll. It doesn't get him much because the DC was actually 25 for this, but it got him just enough to explain a little bit. Simplicity, just for the fact that you don't fully understand the ancient language, and you don't fully understand the history of Hyrule or studied it, especially since you're from a different fucking world. You
I
can
don't have ancient history.
at least gather that, and this is something both of you pick up, that the ruins are definitely powered by magic, almost like a battery. But for Raldak, a little bit more information would be that. What's the best way of putting this? Essentially, do not. It's a very old battery. If anything, it's a very, very. This chair right here is essentially a battery core for this ship. That transfers the magic throughout the ship, and propels it and does whatever. There's more things attached to it, but that's as much as you can gather from that.
Hey, Tanara. Who
Yes,
fixes the chair if it breaks?
the chair is
Mhm.
actually. It's funny. This ship has seen many attacks, and I've seen this chair been hit by stray cannon fire, and survive. So the chair, from my knowledge, doesn't really get damaged. There was this one instance, I want to say about a few months ago, before the storms kicked up, that it did lose the ability to transfer any power.
How'd you get it back online?
It came back on its own.
Interesting. Just sketching. No more questions.
Well, I see that most of you. I'm not sure. You guys can take a long rest after that. This will be a new day if you want to take a long rest.
Yay!
Yay, thank God.
Oh, wrong button.
Praise highly, as they say.
As they say, yes. Gotta stop. There we go. Yeah, there we go. As all of you kind of come together and eat Taiga's delicious food, is there anything you would like to do on this brand new day as it starts out?
I'm gonna leave that to Hunter for a second. This guy's got to explore.
I was actually going up, as I had explained earlier, to the lookout's nest to kind of get a good look as to where we're going and like what is going on. Taiga had described, well, not Taiga. Luke had described that there were scorch marks in Taiga's hair just fucking everywhere on the way up, and it's patchwork, all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, it's there's still repairs being made to that, and as you climb up, you can see there's a couple of the pirates up there, like kind of fixing the railing and stuff, and kind of scrubbing some charcoal marks away.
I'd probably ask what happened.
We were the ship was barraged by lightning.
Oh,
Your one of your companions were up here with one of ours, and they got struck. And
is there a single storm cloud in the sky right now as we speak?
my dude, you're going through clouds every so often.
Okay. Great.
Despite if one of the clouds seems a little dark, you kind of the ship kind of barrels through it, and you kind of pop out on the other side. There are brief moments as you guys are kind of being propelled forward that you get into a heavy onset of clouds, but it only lasts for at the most a few minutes before you pop out on the other side, totally undisturbed.
If all I'm seeing is clouds, I'm getting the fuck off the top of this thing because I'm the one in metal armor. So I think I'm gonna not be a lightning rod.
You can go ahead and make a perception check. We can see what you see.
All right, let's see what I see. And I do see indeed. I don't, maybe.
Let me see something. Nope, that's wrong button. From your perspective on things, you actually, you won't be able to see much of anything. Just endless sea of clouds ahead. You can see the desert creek by every so often, and it seems kind of purposeful to that the ship is actually staying in heavy clouded areas. As they
We're trying to hide, probably.
It would seem, yes.
Okay. I'll go down, and then I'd probably start heading up to my boys over on towards the helm of the deck and try to get some idea about what it is the fuck we're doing.
That is the question.
So I'd walk on up as Lorath is sketching, and seeing him sketch, I'm just gonna put my left hand on his right shoulder and just kind of go, "Hey, that's looking pretty good."
What?
Your sketch.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I'm just
you're trying to, yeah.
Look, it's nothing compared to what I've done previously. If I could touch the thing, can I touch the seat? He just asks out loud, like during this conversation.
Sure, by all means. She kind of, Denara looks at you, Samira, and she goes, "Next, he'll want to sit on it."
Well, you're not wrong. I would absolutely love to do that. But right now, and he just takes a sheet of paper or parchment, puts it on the chair, and just rubs some charcoal on it, and just tries to rub print
Imprint.
everything. And he's gonna do that for every little piece of the chair, exactly how he did the old circle, and keep it in his book and number the pages.
Mm.
So whether it's useful or not, this is how Lorath is.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll take a look at the pirate bitch and be like, just kind of
I'm sorry, bro. Like,
no, you're good.
This guy's got a fucking room table in front of him. He's got a.
I walked up to the wrong person to start a conversation with, so it's my bad. I understand. That's you were too into your work. I get it. You're married to it. I understand. I'm gonna look at Dinara. I'm gonna go. I've been asleep for a couple days, I guess, since I got here. Do you mind helping fill me in on what's going on?
Well, you're on my ship, and
I gathered.
and we're heading to town.
There's a moment where his mind kind of dropped. Are we going to Gerudo Town?
No. If we go to the city, the ship
We're
will
dead.
be blown out of the sky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, your friends and I had a little discussion, and we thought it best to get out of the storm, and so we did.
Makes sense to me. Okay. Okay. Samira told me a little bit that we're going to go try to meet somebody.
Yes. Well, I believe all of you were interested in meeting up with.
You could always ask me, Fallon.
Sorry, I didn't see you over there. I kind
You
of
didn't see me.
I take a step to the side of as Lorath is like rubbing shit on the chair. I'll look over to you. My bad. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not maybe fully with it right now. I'm still kind of trying
Not
to figure
fully
out.
awake.
I'm sorry. For some reason, I only heard part of that, and it sounded like
Not
you cut
fully
out.
awake.
Yeah, I'm not fully
If you're
awake.
speaking Gerudo.
What occurs to me? Maybe I should probably ask now. I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out my deed. Maybe she can help triangulate where it is that I own a little piece of land.
You're showing it to Dinar.
I'm not throwing it to her.
I'm saying show, not throw. Showing.
I love Fallon's conversational skills. They're fucking amazing.
No, they're terrible. They're terrible. They're meant to be terrible. He's not very good at. Yeah, they're bad.
No, hey, Samir, I didn't see you there. Dinara, check this paper out.
Well, I mean,
Cute. It's so cute.
Dinar will cock an eyebrow, and as the
sorry, I've been trying to figure out where this stuff is for a while now.
as the
Excuse you,
parchment
Dinara.
flaps violently in the wind, she takes it from your hands and kind of strains it out. Looks at you.
A big smile. Big smile.
Brings the parchment and kind of taps your chin with it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you procure this?
It's a family heirloom.
You see, this is very interesting. Over near the Arbiter's grounds, there's a place called the Dragon's Exile. This parchment is indeed controlling that says that your family has rights to that land.
Oh.
Interesting enough, the Dragon Exile is not a very cooperative area.
Okay. And if I brought them that piece of paper, nothing would change and they'd try to kill me.
No, not really. That's it's an executioner's grounds.
Oh. Huh. Okay. Well, I'll see what I can do with that. And
So
I'll
he
put
owns the
my
rights to.
To a mountain of corpses outside the Arbiter's grounds.
Interesting.
Wonderful. Maybe one of them will.
Your family's very interesting, Fallon.
I don't think that they purposely wanted that piece of land. I kind of feel like they got it in a trade of some kind, and I don't know. I don't exactly know. My dad came here a couple
Yeah, no, my dad also owns a
decades
couple
ago.
of exile training grounds.
Well, that's not.
Okay, all right.
I'd be remiss to finish filling you in on the information. It's not just executioner's ground. A little ways away, and don't ask me why. There's a small little tavern.
Oh.
Yes. What is it called? The Succulent Seal.
Oh, well, that sounds much better than anything I've heard so far.
Yes. I haven't been there myself, but I don't take the ship near the Arbiter's grounds that often.
Maybe at one point in time, we can when in our own time. I know that there's probably other things we want to do first.
Well, your friends did want to go to the Arbiter's grounds very soon, but and I'll explain it to you as well. That's a heavily fortified territory that Yara, the chief of the Gerudo, will most likely blow the ship out of the sky. So
I see.
there's precautions that must be taken, and one of these precautions is that while we head towards the town, towards the oasis that we're heading to, that we stay within heavy clouds. That way, any ships that might be below us won't be seeing us. And
No, you're lacking.
I know I can fix that really
These
quickly.
videos frozen. There he is.
Look at him.
Hold on. I know why that happens sometimes. Where is it? Oh, this is the wrong button. So what needs to happen is I need to switch it from US West to automatic. And we might all get kicked out for doing this.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh,
I think that
Uh,
fixed it.
hello.
I'll get over to Samira a little bit, and I'll just kind of. I'm kind of looking for the deed back. Whenever she gives it back, I'll put it back in my
After
pocket,
she
but-
like kind of taps you under the chin a few times, she hands it back to you.
Oh, perfect. I'll look to Samira. You've been awake a little bit more than me, and it seems like you know this captain a little bit more than I do. What's our plan of attack?
Mir kind of holds a fist up to her mouth, and there's like a slight smile. Well, currently the plan is to have. What's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, Gerudo common. Struggling with it today. We are
I'm
wanting
sure.
to resupply. We're wanting to let Dinar resupply with her crew. at a nearby location. And she has also been willing to reach out to some possible allies. This resistance that Raudak was speaking of. I am interested in trying to make contact with them.
Didn't we have Nadia go with a stone that we could use to talk to her and thus talk to the resistance through her?
As much as I want to put my faith in Nadia, mm, she is still Nadia.
Fair. What, do you think she's just going to take the stone and run away and not go back to the resistance that she's possibly a part of?
She could potentially be caught by the other side. There's that to consider.
That, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Nadia is the kind of girl that plays both sides.
Precisely as to why I don't think we can leave it up to one person to go and reach out to this group.
I don't know. Something tells me maybe we should call her and see if she's there with Raza or Raza. What was her name? Raza?
Raza.
Raza? Raza? Try and see if we can get a hold of Raza and maybe give the stone to Raza, and that way we could have a direct conversation.
That's the current problem. And why we're so keen on going to the oasis we're going to.
Okay.
They have a Sheikah stone there. Because right now, and he kind of looks up and will point out that we are in a storm in this area. We can't really send outgoing messages right now, nor can we really get them.
You're outside the storm.
Scratch everything I just said. We're still going there because I don't think the message would reach on the account that it wouldn't be far enough.
I
these travel short distances.
Yeah. Within so many feet or whatever, I forget. But anyway, it makes sense to me. Okay. How long until we get there?
Well, if the ship made a full charge, we would have been there by tonight. But we're actually going to have to settle down somewhere and let the sand seals take us the rest of the way. So we'll be there most likely by sometime tomorrow.
There's a second where he has to take in the word sand seal, and then he remembers that he's spoken to Samir about this before. And then there's a big smile on his face as he begins to remember a previous conversation about them. Okay, yeah, I'd love to go on a sand seal. I don't think I've ever been on one.
Which reminds me,
I think they'll be pulling the boat. Or am I wrong?
Yes, they will be pulling the ship.
I can help with one of them. You have to buy one less or rent one less.
The sand seals are in the bottom of the ship. I've been taking care of them. They're not happy to be in the air.
Tyga, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even see you, kid. You're really good at sneaking up on people.
Yes, that is the point. As he just steps backwards.
As he slips back into the darkness.
No, it is broad daylight, and he's still just
darkness and broad daylight.
Well, I'm sure there's a corner somewhere that has shade in it that he just disappears into.
Steps off the railing, disappears forever. Yes, well, they'll be more than happy once we make landfall.
Okay, well, whenever the time comes, know that I'm ready. I want to summon Chestnut as a sand seal to help pull, if possible.
Okay.
Has
One
that
moment.
horse seen enough abuse?
There we go.
Animal abuse.
It would be akin to a camel, I'm assuming.
I would.
Animal fucking died.
Again.
A spiritual sand seal appears with ice shards, lumen stones, like as a mohawk, just
Hell
down,
yeah, dude.
down the back, and it lands on the ground, and you all hear. And Fallon, you hear, Fallon, what happened to my legs?
You're a seal now, buddy. And everyone will hear me say it out loud as I speak.
You love that. You love being a seal. It's your favorite.
You see the sand seal go like this, and Fallon, you hear, my God, oh my God!
Wow, isn't he smart?
I'm gonna start petting him and taking care of him a little bit and trying to calm him down.
It's all telepathy, right? Like.
Yeah, it's all everything's telepathy between me and
I was
him.
gonna make sure because I was like, dude, can fucking Taiga hear this fucking thing freaking out?
Oh my God, it doesn't work.
Chestnut is having a fucking crisis, an identity crisis right now. Chestnut's gonna need a minute. Chestnut's gonna need a minute.
It's a good thing that he has all these other sand seals to go talk to and have fun with.
That's a lot of claps. What a smart animal you have there.
Yeah. Isn't that right? Here, Taiga, can you take him down to the what do we call it?
Can you take him below deck and
Yeah, take him below. No, Lorath, I would never.
Yeah.
Flashback to me, Yoshi jumping off of the Lord.
I was about to say.
Hey there,
You see Chestnut like sealed body, like kind of half over the freaking deck right now, like looking at the ground, and every so often you see like the end of Chestnut like just kind of tilting over. Make an insight check as you ask him this question, and Chestnut looks at you and goes, "I'm a monster."
Oh my God!
Chestnut's really thinking about jumping off this ship right now.
Oh no, Chestnut, please.
Sorry.
Chestnut.
Hey, Chestnut.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
Do a flip.
So
Do a flip.
I know things are a little intimidating right now. And you're in a form you're not used to, but sand seals are amazing creatures. They are actually what I grew up taking care of, and I know it's going to take some getting used to, but you will thrive in this new environment in this form rather than a traditional horse.
Make a persuasion check. Or animal handling, one or the other.
Persuasion. Yeah.
Okay, Taiga. This persuasion depends on this next one. Do you have an apple?
I don't think I do. I don't. I'm gonna look back at Fallon. Hey, Fallon, you got an apple?
Give me one moment.
Chestnut falls off.
Hold on. I really don't want to spend the fucking create food and water for this shit. I'll hold Chestnut and keep him away from the fucking edge.
Make a strength check. He's doing it. He's going.
He's really
going
trying.
for it.
All right, he's really trying. He's really going.
Can I
He doesn't
assist
fall.
Chestnut?
He doesn't fall over.
No, don't push him. Don't push him.
Ain't suicide.
No,
Someone else helping.
I'm gonna hold Fallon and be like, no. Look at him. What's he up to? What do you think?
Yeah,
Like hold him by the shoulders.
Yeah, he's a smart
Man,
animal.
I'm
He
so
knows what he's
glad
doing,
you're
right?
awake right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a magical animal. He can fly.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
Look at how excited he is to help. No, Fallon, let him go.
And you see him going down the stairs, all the way down to the lowest deck.
It's amazing that you summon one of your best friends to do so much physical labor just at a moment's notice. Truly a kind-hearted talent, and he will pat you on the back, give you a big smile, and then fuck off.
I'm gonna take a minute. Lorath has like something on his around his neck, right? Like some kind of like ascot or like tie or something. There's I know that motherfucker is sitting on his neck, right? That happy little dancing motherfucker is disguising himself.
Oh,
Leave my child out of this.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Leave my child out of this, brother. You barely want to be the dad.
Because
We'll throw you off the boat.
I don't see it.
no, not with that. He merges pretty well with the armor.
Okay. That's fine.
You know he's on there, but he kind of merges with the armor.
I'll tell you what. As he's walking away, I'm gonna say, "Well, at least mine doesn't call me dad."
You leave my son out of this.
I'll give him a big smile and thumbs up.
When you say son, Lorath, you hear,
I pat him on the chest and it's like, I meant every word I said the other day, and
you see part of the shoulder pauldron starts to cry. Like there's water that starts to. No, Mama.
Here's a boy.
No, Mama,
Tears of
don't do
joy.
that to Daddy. He didn't mean it.
Wait, you can talk to he's just Stockholm syndrome losing his mind.
Hey, I've done my job. I gave you a little bit of mental anguish. That's all I care about.
But I'm resistant to psychic damage.
Not emotional damage, brother.
Yeah.
Not emotional damage.
Not immune. Not immune.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm ready if everyone else is ready.
All right.
What exactly are you ready for, Fallon?
I'm ready to go to the Oasis and resupply, take some stock of what it is that we need, and I don't know, generally be ready for the day.
Well, you have a day to wait for that because we won't be there till tomorrow.
Wonderful. Do we have cards? Do we have something to play in the meantime?
Well,
Oh, you want to play in the meantime?
I know.
Well,
a
I'm gonna be
fantastic
bored.
game.
Samira and I did a little playing.
I mean, I could do that
I would
too,
not call that playing.
He just smiles.
I did see y'all.
Joke.
Unless you want to play again.
Oh, are you feeling better now?
A little bit. So it should have a different outcome.
Man, this
Right,
is
if there weren't 3 lightning storms, a tsunami, a tornado, and a giant fucking bird bigger than the boat that attacked us yesterday, I'd be up for it. But I don't know. Ever since we got off the fucking ground, I feel like we're gonna die or something.
I'll tell you what, if I could get assurance from the DM that we have an actual day's rest ahead of us, we could do a free-for-all.
Go ahead, Fallon.
Just-
Roll a d20.
Okay, great. Here we go, boy.
No!
Oh,
That's
no.
true.
No, why?
Please, over a 4.
No!
It's over 4!
Hey, that's over 4. That's over 4, George. This is so much better than the other day.
One would say 2 times better.
Twice is good. Yeah.
Mhm. Let me see what we
Twice
got.
is good.
Shit.
No,
Severity
twice
table?
as good, George. Twice as good. Hey, baby.
Oh, we
Really,
got
Fallon,
Rodney.
did you have or no? Really, Laura, did you have to say something?
Okay. You're really gonna blame this on me?
Yes, I am going to pin it exactly on you.
Yeah, when you speak it out into the world, it kind of happens. You know what I mean? Like it's like asking to get jinxed.
That's why I'm following you people.
I look at Rowdeck. Why are you following us exactly?
Because you're
Because he
walking
likes us.
disasters. It's pretty funny.
Oh, there's gonna be a moment where he takes a long look at his life.
All right. So, as you're all traveling through the skies,
Hmm.
you start to see up ahead.
A beautiful rainbow. Nothing could ever go wrong.
Another pirate ship with a rainbow flag. They're just gay.
I don't kill you, Laura. Your luck will.
Ooh.
Found you, didn't I? Goddamn. That's the worst luck I've ever had.
Anyway, what happens, George? What's going on? Paint the scene for me.
You start to see a thick curtain of what looks to be just nothing but desert. And when I say a thick curtain, I mean like it looks like the sand has picked up. So much so that it looks like a
Dinar?
storm of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dinar?
Are we battening down the hatches?
Dinar?
Dinara sees this as everything's happening and she goes, "All right, I need everyone to get below deck.
Below.
Yes, unless you want to be taken out by the sandstorm coming up ahead."
I'll hop over
Are
the
you going below
railing.
deck?
I'll hop over the railing.
What was that, Samira?
Are you going below deck?
No, I have to steer the ship.
I'm assuming you have goggles at least.
I have a barrier of sorts that would make sure the weather doesn't affect me too greatly, but it's
Okay,
not
good.
my first time navigating these storms. We'll just probably be a little behind.
George, I am going to do this. I want to keep that secret on purpose.
Okay.
You gave this to me, just as a side note. You gave this to me.
You did this. This is your fault.
I
George.
don't know if you meant to take it away.
Before I go under, I will hand Dinara my glasses.
I'll have to look at that later, but go ahead and use it.
Full sentence.
So go ahead, roll your 2d20s.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're mystery dice.
Mm.
They have little question marks on them.
All right.
Fancy.
Good to know. I'll keep note of those today.
Mm-hmm.
And just as by the way, I'm doing this every morning from here on out.
Oh no, he changed to a divination wizard. Damn it.
God damn it. That is
Damn
augury
it.
either fucking way. It's just the worst.
Kind of look at Dinar real quick. close to her image or picture? Just typical Gerudo, not wearing any clothes, pretty much.
It's comfortable, okay?
Want a cloak for the sandstorm?
Plus, do you think they out in Hyrule create clothing in our size?
I just look down at her.
What a good question.
What a good thing to come back to.
I
What a good comeback.
thank you for your concern, but I should be fine.
So that's a no on the glasses.
I'll be fine. Like I said, I can create a barrier to buffet the storm. It ain't the first time I've done this.
Taking help isn't a bad thing, you know, but I'll let you do whatever you want. Thank you. Let us know when we need to come back on deck or if you need anything.
You'll know if we're in trouble or not. Right now, I'm prioritizing the safety of the crew. So all of you get below, batten the hatches.
Tiger's already scurrying downstairs to make sure the sand seals are okay.
You're probably
Uh,
happy shit there's sand coming.
You see some of them are kind of like consoling one of them.
Yep.
Samira will go look for Sakari.
That's an interesting point. She will be inside the captain's quarters.
I'm assuming that means everybody below and not just in the captain's quarters.
Correct.
So she'll go ahead and kind of walk into the captain's quarters, call for her name.
She'll. Okay. You would see her like messing on that large table that has a bunch of maps on it, and you see her like studying some of the maps. As soon as you open the door and call her name, she kind of hops up and like skirts on over. Oh, what's going on?
Benara has requested that everybody go below ship. Lindsay
Okay.
as well.
All right.
Come
You all go below deck. I need
on.
one of you to roll D100.
Me.
Ooh.
We.
Possibly go wrong with Tiger rolling it.
62.
62.
That's above
That's
average on
above
you.
50.
Okay. 62 is very good. It's better than what it could have been. As all of you get below deck, and you can hear the wind start to pick up from outside, you can feel the ship kind of churning, and you can hear the wood kind of creaking and bending as the pressure of the sand starts to buffet against it. And as that's happening, there's a moment where the ship feels like it's yoinked and pulled to the right violently, and all of you kind of stumble and fall onto your feet as this happens, onto your buttocks, your ass, as as the sudden sway and pull of it knocks you all over. Some of the crates and storage starts to slide over. You hear a bunch of equipment and material just start falling over. A lot of you see a lot of the Gerudo seem a little concerned. Some of them talk about how the storm's not as bad as other previous ones that they've been through, and how the captain should be able to handle this. After about maybe a couple hours, things start to settle down, and the ship rights itself once again. For a while, it's at a angle, tilting over to its right, and it was like that for like a couple hours. But it returns back to normal, and you're in a new position.
Hmm.
So, do you really mean we had to listen to a bunch of Back in My Days the entire time we were on that fuck? So, like, this was happening. Just, yeah, back in my day, the storms weren't that bad. Fucking, like, this was nothing comparatively. Like, it was just a bunch of that the whole time.
They would
Yeah.
have discussed other things besides that. That was just like
I
the
did-
start.
I did want to try to find that one really nice Gerudo woman that healed me whenever I got onto the ship. She was like a passenger that was like on the ship but not part of the
Sarai?
crew. I believe so.
Yes, very easily, you're able to find her. She's over there, kind of huddled with the other pirates. Some of them are kind of just playing cards. Some of them got injured, and she's treating their injuries. Others are trying to strap things down a little better, and a lot of them are on their hammocks because the hammocks are now like kind of
Swaying
swaying to the side.
violently almost.
But you'll find her like tending to any of the wounded that might have got caught by any of the cargo, like slamming into them, or the difficult ride of this sandstorm.
I'll waddle on up there, just kind of looking a little bit curious to make sure she's okay. Hey, I don't think I really got the chance to properly thank you for helping me out when I first got on this ship. So, thanks.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. It's good to see that you're doing much better.
I'm doing leads better. I finally got some sunlight. I got my bearings. I suppose what I'm really wondering is how you got on this ship, like why you're here.
Ah, well, I was stranded on a island, I guess is the best. I was visiting one of the settlements here in the desert, and when that storm appeared, the town went under. I was lucky enough to find a small landmass, and after a bit of time, Dinara ship found me and took me aboard.
Well, I not to try and sway you one way or the other, but you seem really kind and would want to try and fix some things that are going on around the Gerudo Desert. Would you mind helping us in in a way that only you can?
I mean, we are heading towards the oasis, Kasha Oasis. There, hopefully, we can go ahead and meet up with one moment, Nasrin, who is essentially the village chief there, and she might be able to help us a bit better on that regard.
Do you know her very well, or can I use you as an in to kind of get to know her a little better and have her trust me a little bit?
I would, I do know her,
Okay,
and we are old friends. I would,
glad to hear.
I will also be going into the oasis with all of you, um, while you all go ahead and retrieve what you're looking for, and I will be going to look for her at that time. So
Okay.
I will introduce all of you to her when you're all ready.
Okay. Thanks for giving me the lowdown. I suppose I was just making sure that you were good. There's not anything you need right now?
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course. I would be remiss to not even ask to begin with. So thank you for helping again. Um, hopefully we'll see you sometime tomorrow with the chieftain.
Hopefully tomorrow. As the as the conversation ends and the storm, you guys are out of the storm. Eventually, you make it back up onto the deck, and you can see that Denara is at the helm, and she's some of the straps for her braids seem to have popped off, but she seems intact for the most part, like almost undisturbed. There's this kind of smirk she gives to all of you as she goes ahead and continues to pilot the ship, almost as a saying, like proving that she was fully capable. And as you,
It looks great.
thank you, it's all the wind. Unfortunately, we were blown off course a bit. It's going to take us a little longer to get to the oasis now because of it.
Mm.
And she she kind of turns the ship a little bit, and you as she turns the ship and she turns it to the left, and the ship tilts to the left. All of you your attention kind of turns, and below you can see a small village. Just for a moment before the clouds kind of encapsulates it. We're over to Rashar. Unfortunately, the ship, the storm blew us over the town closest to the city. It doesn't seem like we've been spotted just yet, but best not to take our chances.
Understood.
The ship corrects itself and continues on course. If there's anything you guys would like to do before nightfall comes, because that's when she's actually going to drop the ship down onto the sand and start actually sailing from there.
Denara,
Yes.
I know that powering the ship is an immense amount of mental strain. Would taking even a moment of respite, a moment of break, be useful to you? Yeah, I can maybe if we work together, we can at least keep the ship afloat for at least an hour for you to rest.
I'm more accustomed to it. Over the course of many years of being at its helm. It takes a while for one to get acquainted to it. And it's not 100% sure if the ship will accept you.
Understood.
But
just figured I'd offer.
But we will be making landfall by the evening, and once we do, that's when I'll take my rest. Anything else that any of you would like to do?
Given we're not in any imminent danger of drowning anymore, I'll probably change my form of the beast or my bestial soul.
Well, you don't want to be swimming? All right.
It's like we've run out of water. Like, shit.
I'm
Don't need
going
kills
to-
anymore.
I'm gonna see if there's a spy glass that I can borrow, and I'm just gonna do lookout work.
And that's 1,000 gold, my friend. Do you have 1,000 gold for a spy?
No.
Easy enough. Easy enough to find
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold for a fucking spy class. No, that's easy enough to acquire.
All right,
Just squint.
I'm just
What
gonna
about a digital sundial?
I'm just gonna be playing lookout.
Okay.
I'm gonna switch out sword stuff. Sorry.
Okay. You're gonna switch out sword stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you switch. Well, you can.
And I'm switching over to this guy, so
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Taiga, with your perception check, and that was good enough to do. As the ship, before the ship starts going down, you immediately spot sailing across the sand another pirate ship with a emblem of a Lionel on it.
Is it a red lion?
The ship,
Or is
the
or
ship, yeah, the line.
I don't know if this is affiliated with us in any.
Make a history check.
I just looked like 5 feet above me at our flag. Look at their flag.
It's definitely not affiliated with your ship. You don't know of this ship in particular. But it's a different branded ship.
I'll bring it to people's attention and just keep an eye on it. Kind of like Sea of Thieves, make sure it doesn't get closer. But
Yep.
Mhm.
While he does that, is this what kind of gun is this over here? What is that? Is that like a latchet gun, or is that like a hook of some kind, or just cannons? What are we looking?
Sorry, I don't know what you're pointing at. I'm somewhere else right now.
Oh, over here.
Oh, those are
Yeah, on
those are
Boons.
harpoons.
harpoons.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get on the harpoon that's facing that ship just in case.
Okay.
Stand nearby it whenever we give the order, etc.
Right.
Chris will be here any second, just so we're all aware.
So,
Yep.
Taiga, being able to spot the ship from a distance and you kind of inform everyone of it, Denara looks over and goes, "That's the Lionel's Wrath." Interesting. Seems to be. There he is. It's
We're crashing! Oh no! Pee-wee, help!
fucking ears.
I was taking a nap. What's happening?
well,
Hey, I-
we missed the part where we were in the air. We're no longer in water. We're back
Hey.
on sand.
Hey, DM.
I got struck by lightning. And you want to eat a rock?
True.
I'll
say
give
no
Pee
rock.
Wee the 3 for waking up. Can I give him that 3 to wake that I rolled earlier?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm fucking with you. I would never give him a 3.
He'll never wake up. He stays asleep
Yeah.
forever.
He's
Shh. That 3 is you putting a pillow over his face. Shh.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Puts it over my snoot.
Anyway,
Hello.
Sure.
I'm trying to connect.
Yeah. Okay. Back to. So, as you brought the ship's attention to Denara, she goes, "It's interesting. The Lionel's Wrath. It seems to be coming from the Oasis." Huh.
What's the history between you and the Lionel's Wrath?
Just another pirate that wants to claim the sands, Samira. Nothing more. Some of us want to be, well, the top Lionel. The captain there, I gotta actually go back to my fucking page. Ishara is quite ferocious. She's known as Ishara the Binding. They say that anyone who enters her purview is unable to escape her wrath. But Rove, she doesn't know that this ship can fly. And we'll use that to our advantage. As long as they don't look up. But I'll stay clear and make sure that doesn't happen.
Is your ship the only one that has the capability to do this?
I have not seen any others.
Mira just looks impressed.
It's a very, very... The ship was designed long ago, and like I said, I don't understand its full history. From what I know, it was built together by a long, long race. Their names are forgotten in history. But they gave it the ability to fly.
So then how did you procure it?
That is a bit... I wouldn't say it was inherited. Long ago, the royal family of Hyrule had connections to one of the captains of the ship. Over the course of history, the Gerudo and the Hyruleans formed a bond of friendship, whatever you might want to call it, through adversity or through tumultuous times in history. This ship has essentially been a secret trump card to the Hyrulean family. I don't know the details, but there was a promise that was made. And we keep that promise. The ship, this last captain, just so happened to be my mother. And it was inherited by me. But from what my mother had told me, is that it passed through several arms. There were times where the ship itself was procured by others who did less than good deeds. But eventually it fell back into rightful hands.
You're so unaware of the history of this place.
There's a lot of history that I'm not aware of. That's Sarai's specialty, not mine.
Do not know why they don't share more of this in our upbringing in the city.
Well, they wouldn't know if no one tells them. That's what a secret's all about. And if the city knew that the ship was able to take flight,
They've made it seem as if we are so distant from the royal family.
I believe, well, it just depends on who's sitting on that throne in the palace.
Not to
It does, doesn't it?
peep in, but I am the first knight of Hyrule for the person who does sit on that throne in the palace. I can't speak for her or anything, but if you're ever wondering what she's thinking, we could probably ask her whenever we get the Oasis.
Unironically, isn't it one of your jobs to speak for her?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to put words in her mouth that would. I don't want to cash. I don't want to cash checks that she can't.
What's
I'm
a
trying to
check?
be humble. You're right. My bad.
Yeah, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself, dude.
You're right. Yeah. Fine. I
Check
don't know.
is when you're playing like a sports game and you
Yeah.
just like run up to someone and like slam into them.
Oh,
Mm.
I would.
Yeah, that
never
sounds about right.
Don't do that to the
Don't
princess.
check
please.
me. Yeah,
so you're gonna check the princess like that?
No.
You didn't close it. Here.
So, Denara, what happens when you sit on that chair? Are you able to like control the ship with it?
Don't change the subject. Where are you trying?
Come on, yeah, I'm not.
Whether I get a chance to speak with whoever's
Zelda.
at. I don't think the princess will be willing to speak to a pirate.
You'd
You're
be
so
surprised.
sure.
A lot of confidence coming from the two
Pirate?
of you.
Pirate's one thing, a liberator is another. And a potential rightful heir is another of that.
Look, at the end of the day, you own this ship, and I don't want to take anything from you. I mean, I think it would be smart to try and talk to her to see where her head is at.
If conversations between the two of us ever arise, I will be interested in speaking with her.
We can make that happen one day. Maybe not today, but when the time is right.
For now, let's see if we can make it to the Oasis unharassed. As the ship, as the sun begins to set, the ship kind of slowly floats down onto the sand until it touches the very sand itself, and for a moment the ship kind of rocks and creaks a little bit. You can hear the wood kind of. There's you can see that there are these reinforcements on the front of the ship that kind of splays the sand apart to make it a smoother transition. And as the ship fully comes to a halt after landing, you see Denargo bang with her bow staff on top of on the deck. And she goes, "All right, let the babies go." And you hear two side hatches on the side of the ship just open up, and you see these long boards just slide down, almost like when a plane inflates its emergency escape hatch. These two boards open up, and you see a bunch of sand seals just, and they seem very excited to come out. Some of them even like jump out of the boards and immediately dive into the sand, and just like water, they just go straight through, and they pop up like they shoot out about 10 to 15 feet into the air, and you can hear the excitement of all of them as they go ahead and start skirting around the ship. After a moment of time, you can see that there's these harnesses that they're all affixed to, and it has a little hook on the back so they can go ahead and latch on with these chains that are on the front of the ship. And about 20 sand seals are latched on, and eventually the ship starts as the sand seals dive into the sand, and like sharks in the water start pulling the ship along. As night falls and you have a bit of a delay, but you're on your way towards Kashta Oasis. If there's anything you guys would like to do before night's rest, let me know. I heard.
That technique.
We can have an all-out fighting match right here and now.
PvP battle, let's go! I'll
Yeah.
check you right here and now! And check you off this ship!
I'm gonna use the restroom while you guys figure it out.
We don't need
I'll
another
stick and
fight
make
on the
one
ship.
last potion.
I'm still loading it.
Oh, take your time, buddy. It's a lot to load, trust me. And we're about to change too, because I'm assuming this. Well, maybe not. It depends if this Oasis is a battle map or not.
Well, if we sink the boat, I'm sure the map will change.
Well, guys, I found out what I'm doing every morning. I'm taking 10 minutes to fucking meditate every morning.
Hmm.
To get those portent die.
Yes. Very important die. I'll show
When
you
did you
this.
become? So
I'll show
when did you become a a wizard?
I didn't. He just Okay, well, I'll tell you when I became a wizard. Whenever that motherfucker cursed me with Vadi's curse mark, he was like, "Here you go, Hunter. Have all this really, really cool shit." And I was like, "But George, this is really busted." And he's like, "You know what? That's fine, Hunter. It's okay." And I went, "Hold on a minute, George. I don't know what I'm going to do with this." And he's like, "You'll find out. Just keep going." And I was like, "Okay." So I used some of it, and it hurt me in the long run. And then some of it, he just let me have. So this is one of the ones he let me have.
I have something. Laura,
I have nothing. Yes.
you keep making a very interesting suggestion to my mother.
Whoa! She's your mom?
It's half a suggestion. Oh, just stop, Spins.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
right.
like the two of them just like turn in unison. They look at each other. They look at Fallon. He was asleep for a very long time, wasn't he?
Okay,
Well,
hold on.
about 2 days, right?
Fallon.
Yeah.
Denara is my mother.
Okay, that's a pill to swallow.
It is. We've had
Were you
time.
ready for a bigger pill?
I'm her dad! Just
Okay.
Funnily enough,
I believe that, Pee Wee. Totally in
You believe that.
My attention is split in two different places right
It
now.
makes sense if you don't think
One second,
about
I
it.
just got home. Party size instead of two.
Hi, babe.
Sounds good. They
Hi,
said hello.
babe.
Hi, babe.
They said hello, babe. Specifically, babe. Anyway, so Dinara's your mom, and that's really shocking to me. Actually, I didn't think that.
It was shocking to me too.
How did you find out?
She
Went ahead and got this for
we
next
had a
dinner.
private discussion.
And there was quite some tea that was spilled that discussion.
Yes,
The coconut chicken. We have that still.
I was. Both my sister and I were put underneath the care of Laurel. That much was obvious, but there was is loose. I can't even say is. To me, there was a treaty between Dinara and Yara, chief of Gerudo.
I see.
But that only stood if my sister and I were safe.
Oh, I think I understand the gravity now.
Yara never told my mother that she was the one responsible for ending my sister's life.
Well, so now we're worried about her not upholding her end of the deal, basically, because your sister isn't safe anymore.
Fallon,
What?
I'm sorry, go ahead. That's not my place to say.
Okay.
Samir is kind of struggling to like find the words. She kind of shifts uncomfortably.
Let's not think on it now. Let's take a minute to.
No, it's imperative that you know this before moving forward.
Man, all of that was muffled, dude.
Stop your push to talk.
Imperative that it's off.
Well,
Speak with your chest,
I was
pussy.
just mumbling. It's probably more imperative that you know this than not.
Okay.
Look, there are many people underneath her control. Whether or not Yara is under control of somebody else, some outside force, it is unknown.
We can
But
take
her
that into
actions.
account, sure.
What was that?
Sorry, she turned the TV on right as I spoke. We can concern ourselves with exactly where that alignment is later. As of right now, we can
Later.
Right. Well, I meant like in terms of if she's being controlled or not. We can find that out in due time. For now, we can operate under the assumption that we're not exactly wanted here by both parties of the Black Talon and by the Gerudo. It's the only way to really try to understand our position. I can't tell you that we're going to walk into the Oasis with open arms. They're going to look at us like we're crazy. They're going to ask us how we got here. They're going to wonder everything under the sun. The only person they won't look at crazy is you, because you look like you're supposed to be here. And that's not a crazy assumption. That's just the truth.
You're
No,
right.
I'm listening.
What?
Simply was telling Fallon that I am listening to him.
I think we can trust Inara. It's just a matter of, I don't know. Sarai also seems to know the person that's the chieftain of the Oasis. So I'm hoping that we can trust Sarai in introducing us to that chieftain so that maybe we can get something done. But it's all up in the air. We're at the mercy of fate right now. There's not a lot we can really do. We need to play it by ear.
I appreciate your perspective.
Of course.
I would like to continue conversation with Lorath, if you do not mind.
I'll take the step away.
Because I would like to know your perspective, Lorath, a little bit clearer about certain suggestions that you have been making.
He just kind of puts his hand on his forehead and kind of squeezes. Well, if we can get obviously the other pirates are listen to us. They're pirates. But if we can get the resistance to fall in line under your mother, which is amazing, and it sounds like she's on board with it, then I think we haven't. I think we actually stand a chance at least breaking into the high security facility, finding more people that could be of assistance. I'm sure some would be detrimental, but finding, well, at least starting to get information on that artifact that Raudak needs, finding some key players in this, and actually start the beginning of this revolution. And can go from there. I think whenever we go to this oasis, we need to very seriously buckle down on trying to get some information. But that's just my idea. That's what I'm going to be trying to do anyways.
I am unaware of any history. Maybe I should speak to Sarai. I'm unaware of any history of a civil war breaking out in Gerudo Valley.
Well, I hate to say this, but I think you are right at the start. Probably, anyways. Probably right at the start.
From what I can tell, Dinar does not want it. She has a ship, she has a crew. Before all of this, she could go anywhere that she wanted.
Right, but right
And
now,
from what I've been told, this resistance, something that I have not spoken very publicly to the rest of the group, because I just found out, they don't want Yara to just spend her days at the Arbiter's grounds. They want her gone.
well, I think her daughter should be the one that decides that. Maybe she can spin reason on the rest of them, or not, like we talked about. And either way, I'll stand by you. We all will. But like Fallon said, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right now, we can just learn information. Was she always like this? Is this a relatively recent thing? Was this whenever, I don't know, some terrible, horrible, evil voice had started whispering in her ear a couple of years ago? etc. Or did she herself design these crowns, design all of this nonsense to take helm and take absolute total command of everything? She could just be that evil. I don't know. And if she is, then I think everyone would stand by and watch. Well, watch you do what you're gonna do.
Samira just
I think that's fair.
takes the palm of her hands and presses them against her eyes, like trying to relieve pressure.
I'll give her a pat on the back.
Distracting fuck.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? Okay, so with that, as the night starts to draw to a close, few things happen. Samira, you are called onto the deck of the ship once again by Dinara. Anyone who is interested, for whatever reason, it doesn't take much effort, as if anyone chooses to go up on the deck at any time, you will see that Dinara and Samira are sparring. Samira, give me a dexterity check.
You got it. Man, Samira.
Mm-hmm. As you're on the deck of the ship, you get tagged a few times.
Mm.
And Dinara's like, Samira, please, you need to focus.
I assure you I am trying. I'm not doing this on purpose.
Your heads are in, we're not in the clouds anymore, but your heads are in the clouds.
It was pretty nice up there.
I do enjoy it myself. But it's not something I'm able to do as often as I like, because it must stay secret. Regardless, let's try it again. Wait until you feel the moment of contact. And that goes on throughout the night. The thoughts of the conversation between the group kind of distracts you for most of the night, and you don't feel like you make any real progress towards that particular goal.
Mm-hmm.
Lorath. She already has one. What are you talking about?
No. You were very specific there, but go on. What is Lorath doing?
You don't know shit. Shut your mouth. Lorath.
Yeah, I thought you suck. Go on.
Lorath, as you're getting ready or preparing for your nightly rest, you feel and hear a little bit of skittering around your armor. And you hear, like, very close in your ear, as like someone turned up the volume really loudly. Daddy!
Holy motherfucker. Hi, Hattie. How's it going? With just the hands over his face.
Oh, Daddy. Oh, hey, Daddy. I gotta tell you something.
I'm listening, my boy.
Oh, Mama. She says she wants to talk to you.
That sounds wonderful. She
Yeah.
can talk to me anytime she likes.
Oh, all right. Look, Daddy.
Yes.
Look into my eyes, Daddy. Look into my eyes. Just pick one. Just pick an eye. Look at that one. You see Larry like going cockeyed. Just pick one. Just pick one.
Just fucking grabs him by the face and just stares menacingly into his eyes. And then breathes, closes his eyes.
Mind thrust.
Elfish flaps.
as you start to focus at one of his eyes, you can hear the various noises in the ship start to kind of get muffled. People talking, the sound of the wood creaking. It slowly starts to become background noise and then a muffle. And then you eventually hear, "Darling, darling, darling, do you hear me?"
No, I do indeed. God, it's amazing to hear your voice again. How are you doing, Lilith?
I'm doing well enough. Everything's as good as it could be, considering. But I was a bit curious. I was wondering where exactly you were for a good stretch of time, and now I sense that you're in the desert somehow.
Well, it's a long story. And I will then explain the long story of how we were going for peace talks and how peace talks were negotiated by fists. And then how the Black Talon showed up and blew up like the entire forefront of the Great Wall of Gerudo, China. And then split it in half. How there's a bunch of Hyrulean soldiers that got slaughtered, and how we had to escape, ran into a cave, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward from there, blah, 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 Black Talon, blah, blah, blah. Got on a ship after here, and blah, blah, blah. Now we're here, and why we couldn't contact for so long because of Storm that we're just now out of.
That is interesting. So the Black Talon have appeared.
Oh, yes. They have a flying ship, much like the one we're on right now. So that's fun.
Yes, Hattie told me that you were up in the air. I thought he was just playing with his words.
Oh, no. Well, right now we're not in the air. Right now we're on the ground being dragged by a bunch of sand seals as it takes an immense amount of, well, I'm assuming arcane energy that I simply don't have to control this ship. Also, the captain is Samir's mother, who were trying to convince to spearhead the revolution against Yara. It's a whole thing.
From peace talks to revolution. That sounds enticing.
To be honest, it was peace talks for, I believe, all of 1 hour until we said, we are the ambassadors of Hyrule, and then we were attacked. So It's been pretty up in the air since then.
Oh, that was always a. Well, that was always a crapshoot. I don't think anyone really expected uh, anything to happen. We just hoped that a lot of you might be able to overcome where many haven't.
Well, we're getting by. Now, hey, question. Since you're up and about moving, I actually was wondering if you could, you don't have to do it right now because it's late. If you could go to the guild hall at any point, have a very, very big 2 favors to ask of you. They're very small, but also just tedious.
Okay, what's at the guild hall?
Well, there's a tube, a pneumatic tube that allows you to send any one thing through it at any time, a relative infinite number of times. And underneath the sack of potatoes inside of the kitchen, and I explain exactly where it's at, that Taiga explained it to me, is is the tiara that Yara sent Samira in order to mind control her. And we believe that is a very, very, very key element that was forgotten. And if you could just slide that through that there tube, that'd just be great.
And where is this tube?
I literally explain. It's underneath the sack of potatoes in the kitchen.
No,
exactly
that's
where Taiga told me.
Circlet is.
That's where the circlet is.
Where's the tube?
Oh, the tube? Oh, fuck. Mabel has it. I don't know where she put that, though. I'm pretty sure it's just near in her office.
Oh. Mabel's not here.
Where's Mabel?
That is something you should talk to Impa about. Because she is.
That's extremely ominous and not a good thing to hear.
She is missing.
I immediately grab a piece of parchment, tear it out, right on a piece of parchment, and it just says, "Are you safe? Are you okay?" And I will shove it in the pneumatic tube and hope that she has it. If not, that was worth a shot.
Okay. You go ahead and you do that and you send it out. And we'll see if that results in anything.
Yeah. How long ago?
Around the same time that we lost connection with you. Well, I lost connection with you.
Wait, what?
Speak to Impa when you get the chance.
She is stowaway on the ship. Okay, yeah, I'll speak with Impa immediately. Well, the moment we get the chance, we go to the Oasis. Jesus. Is there any updates in Hyrule at the moment? Anything major?
Nothing worth mentioning besides a giant guardian blowing up most of the men at the gate. That was a mess that needed to be cleaned up.
Guardian. Where'd the Guardian come from?
From
It surely didn't just appear out of the blue.
She means the Gerudo Gate.
it crawled out from the Gerudo
gotcha.
Valley.
Sorry, I thought you meant it. Got it. No, understood. That would be the. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That would be Yara. Yara's guardian.
I'm
Like I
also
said earlier, when they
curious.
blew up the gate.
I know it's a little off topic and probably not as important as everything else. But Hattie's been telling me some interesting things.
Shit. Go on.
Well, one, that you're hurting his feelings, which I expected.
Okay.
The other is that he couldn't stop you sleeping with a bunch of women.
That's so not right. All right. So the first night, I was in the very bottom, sleeping with Rowdak with the sand seals. And next thing I know, I'm woken up. There's like 5 Gerudos picking at Rowdak and I. Samira is overshadowing us, trying to shoo them away. And then, God bless, Hylia protect us. Dinara shows up and scurries them all away. I make a deal with Dinara to make it to where they'll stop festering and pestering all of us. And, well, now we're safe. I got one of them to completely dress up as you. It was hilarious. I told her that you were bald just to see if they'd shave her head, but I think she got the hint.
Dress up like me, huh? You really miss me that much.
Well, illusions just don't do the trick.
Obviously not. Don't worry if you make it back home. If. I'll give you a little bit of attention.
Wonderful. Meet me like my ancestors. It's been rough. Look. This is a very, very, very interesting amount of topics to navigate. When you get the chance, just go to the guild hall, please, and see if that tube's there. If it is, then that answers 2 questions. It lets me know that Mabel doesn't have it, and we can't contact her that way. And
you hear as you're talking.
You to send the other thing.
Ding! That's the tube. Received something.
I stare at the tube. Open it.
It says, "I'm fine. Where are you?"
Babe, I need you to teleport to the guild hall. No questions asked.
I'll lose connection with you, just so you're aware.
I will be right here.
Okay. Is there any particular reason? No, no
Because
questions asked. She disappears.
Yep.
Roll the no, you won't hear back from her for like maybe 30-40 minutes. You get Hattie kind of and like kind of freaks out and like snaps back to it, and he goes,
I slap on the bed. Stay with me. Stay with me.
that was a head rush. Oh, just kind of wipe some web off on
We're
you.
not sleeping in bushy context, me back, Hattie.
Okay. 30 minutes
I don't know what
later.
sleep is, Daddy.
30 minutes later, you get a message. All right, I've found the circlet you were looking for. Why did you want me to come here right away? She's casting sending.
I know. I got a message from the pneumatic tube. I needed to know if Mabel was there or someone was writing for her. Unknown situation. Period. That was the 45th word.
She's definitely not here. I would have seen her. No one's here. It's basically a ghost town right now. Kind of like it.
Is there any way that you can send me the you can send me that here? If no, I understand.
I believe I should be able to.
Or did you also happen to see the pneumatic tube anywhere in her office?
This is the last one for today. No, I did not see anything in her office. And I can attempt to send this circlet to you by tomorrow.
Thank you. Be safe. I will contact you and Impa tomorrow. And that's it.
Yep, that's it.
Hugs and kisses. XOXOXO.
Every X and O is a word, so
Every O has
I
a smiley
mean,
face.
technically, it's all one word if you think about texting. So,
You just have to speak really fast and don't separate anything.
XOXOXO.
XOXOXOXO. Zo. I will go find Tyga.
Okay. Tiger, where would you be?
assuming there hasn't been a replacement for Lookout, I'm probably still looking out.
She's currently still bedridden. So there.
I'm just like, woohoo.
He's not dead.
Unless it's time for cooking,
No.
then I'm cooking. But
You
probably
sound disappointed there, my guy. She ain't dead.
He fell like fucking 60 feet, struck by lightning, and was a random NPC. I thought she splattered on
landed
the
in
fucking
water.
floor. When...
went into water.
She landed in
Yeah.
the water. We saved her life.
Oh,
Me and Yara both dove in. It's like grab her.
She most of the people on the ship have around 20 to 30 hit points. So
They're not civilians. They're pirates.
they
Also,
can
falling into water reduces fall damage.
that's not how that works.
I don't know if you've jumped out of a plane
Yes, it
into
does.
water before from a very high. It depends if you hit terminal velocity or not. If we're
She fell from,
500
like-
feet up in the
So
air.
long as
No,
she's
we were not
running,
500 feet. We were on the water at the time.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
If she fell from 500 feet, she's dead.
Yeah.
I'm not jumping after her either.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. Either way, time to go find Tyga.
Takes you a bit of time, especially since it's dark. You can't see Tyga.
It's mainly asking people if they've seen him.
Which is the wrong question to ask.
Yes. You go ahead and you start looking for Tyga. And you start asking people. They kind of shake their head. Some of them go, yeah, I think he was cooking. And you go ahead and you check the kitchen. Ain't there. You walk out. You open one of the doors. A bunch of them are sleeping in the hammocks. One of them like perks up and goes, you wanna join us? And you go, no, you brush it off.
No. From the door loudly.
You go around, ask around. Eventually, someone goes, I think he went to the crow's nest, and you eventually go to the crow's nest. And you get
look up. He's not there.
He's not there. You look up, you can't see him.
I just put my hand on the crow's nest. I plant my feet, deep breath in. Just shout it.
Yeah, what's up? What?
God, you're hard to find. Need a bell around your neck. Hey,
No, it's the purpose.
No, I know. Can I distract you for however long this conversation's going to take?
Yeah. Scamper on down. You still can't see me. Pull out like a little torch. Now you see me.
Oh my god, I can see him.
What's up?
Hey, question.
Yeah.
I know you and Mabel were very, very, very close, or are very, very close. I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys had a super cool place that you used to hang out. I have a question, and you can tell me no if you, or I'd really like if you were to be honest with me for a moment. Did you and Mabel ever talk in a specific code, write to each other in a specific way where you knew it was where you knew it was her, or you knew, or she knew it was you?
Well, first off, I'm not really thinking of a place that comes to mind other than just like the guild hanging out. Second off, I'm like always truthful with you. I don't know why I would lie to you or any of my friends, because I think being truthful is very, very important to people. And third, yeah, I mean, we have some basic ways to communicate without being like communicated with. Like a code, like a thieves camp.
All right. I need this back. And I hand you a sheet of paper and I go, can you write something on here that you know Mabel would be able to read and respond to? Can you just say, hey, it's Tyga.
Sure.
Are you okay?
I will write that in Thieves Can't. In Sheikah Can't.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
Can't's good.
So you just write down,
There's
hey,
layers on
Tyga.
that shit.
I will write, it's like, I will write in Sheikah Can't, Lorath is checking in, signed Tyga, basically, just like dash Tyga.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Thanks. They don't know where she went, and about the time that we went dark, we went dark. So I guess my second question, Tyga, Mabel isn't following us, is she?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, I'm pretty good at seeing people, but like we're also really good at hiding. So
Look, I just want to double check. It's been a hell of an adventure, and at this point,
Tyga's gonna
you
put up
know,
a torch, do a Batman, and just start scouring the ship for Mabel.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Lorath, you go ahead and you put the parchment in the tube. All right. I'll tell you what happens in a moment, Tyga. You go ahead and you put the parchment in the tube, and you hear it go and get sent off. Tyga, you find Mabel, and you're very excited. And as you like run up and to talk to her, it's a bunch of rags, just like bundles of rags.
Does it smell like her?
It smells like sand seal.
I'm gonna keep looking.
Nah, you look for a while.
I will keep looking until Lorath finds me again, which might be a while.
It might be a while. He'll only be able to find you if you're in the lower two decks, because that's where there are actual torchlights and shit.
I'll only be able to find him if he allows it.
Pretty much. But Lorath, you go ahead and you send it off. And it probably takes another 10 to 15 minutes before you hear the thunk again.
Mm-hmm.
And when you open it and you look at it, it's in a language you can't fucking understand. The same squiggles that Tyga sent out, essentially.
Mental link, because this fucker is never not mental link to me. Tyga, come back on deck.
Or you meant to link with Laura?
At this moment, no, because we're not in any danger. And it only lasts for a few hours at a time. I'm not just spamming this thing.
I wish I didn't have to fucking see someone to use my telepathy. That shit's the worst telepathy of all time. Gotta learn Tigers. All right, Nate.
If you head below deck, they'll find me. I'm not hiding. I'm just running around, scurrying.
Oh yeah. I try to find him, suss him out.
You eventually do. He's looking around. He's looking around like under hammocks. There are some cannonballs that are in a crate, and Tyga's kind of like lifting each individual cannonball up and looking inside the crate itself before putting the cannonballs back. He's searching.
Hey, we got a letter. Can you read it?
Reads it.
It says, "Oh, good, you're with Lorath. Where are you guys currently?"
She's fine. She's just asking where we are.
Great. I'm gonna give you this tube. You guys can talk to each other for a while. Figure out where she's at. Make sure she's safe. It sounded like she was in danger, and I should ask Impa. Relay any of that however you want. I'm gonna go to bed. I leave this to you. I'll see you in the morning.
Huh.
Gone.
Okay. There's a tube.
Yeah. I was given no instructions.
As he walks out of the room, he's just like, you put paper in it, it'll ding when it sends, and it'll ding when you get stuff back. You just saw me use it. I believe in you.
How big is this tube?
It's big enough to fit
I will.
small objects within like 2 pounds.
It's 3 inches and exactly that 2 pounds of
Like my
tube.
dick.
Might be able to send some.
When it gets excited, it grows to 4.
Um, 3 inches by 1 foot.
Yeah, so cylinder tube, 3 inches, which will be around that big, and it's a foot long. So it can support up to things for 2 pounds. So yeah.
I'm going to pack a little rock burrito and then send her back a note saying, on a ship, killed a bird, super tasty. Where are you? Lorath suggested you were missing and to talk to your mom. Whoosh.
I think it'll take about 30 minutes until you get a message back. Thanks for the food. I was looking for you guys and I lost track. I haven't been able to talk to my mom.
Called it.
Pulls out or responds to Tube. Where did you lose us? I can think of several spots.
About 30 more minutes before a message comes back. It will say, at the door, headed in to follow after. Things got weird. Heading deeper. Where are you guys going?
I think me as a player, I'm staggering. What door is she referring?
Yeah, the door?
The gate. The Gerudo.
Oh, the gate.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh!
When I first saw a door, I was like, oh yeah, King Gleok. Like, oh, she's still in there?
Yeah, she's still in there.
Dead.
She's dead? Got it.
This is her spirit talking to you.
I haven't eaten
Using
for
an item.
weeks.
Yeesh.
Turn your ass around.
Yeah. Tyga would send back. Oh. Not easy to explain. We are in the desert. It's probably safest to head back.
This time it takes about maybe 5 minutes.
Mhm.
It says, I'm almost at the desert too. Where can we meet up?
Oh, she's a chick. She can just walk around.
Hmm.
She's a Sheikah too, so.
Hmm.
God, fucking wish I didn't go to bed now because I have two very important questions I want you to ask, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
I guess like, he will respond with, got lost, currently finding bearings. How did you get through?
30 minutes until you get another one. It will say, lucky, I guess. It was pretty challenging, but I was able to slip through. Currently traveling closer to the desert. Hoping we can get together soon.
Tyga will respond. Once I figure out where we are, I'll tell you. And then he will say, "What?" and then use the Garuda word for settlement. Are you headed towards?
I don't think you'll receive a message after that. Yeah, you won't receive a message after that. You'll wait another 30 minutes and then to an hour. Then another hour passes and nothing comes.
All right, hang on. Eeny. One. Oops, is this on? Hiya. Oh, Samira. Wakey, wakey.
Tyga?
Yes, I have a really. Well, I have a question. If this is a stupid idea or not, would it be a stupid idea for me to try to wander off into the desert to try to find Mabel, who may or may not have been captured and is being impersonated by somebody?
What? What? Hold on. Who?
I mean, it's a yes or no question.
Where are we?
We're on a ship.
Yes or no question is crazy.
Dude, it's a yes or no question is amazing.
Is it stupid to try to wander into the desert to try to find Mabel, who may or may
You
not?
do not have to finish that sentence. Yes, it is stupid.
Okay,
What's going on?
Good night.
Where are you? Do not make me come and find you.
Well, I mean, Lorath went and gave me this cool magic tube that lets me talk to.
Lorath did what?
Lorath gave me a cool magic tube.
Oh, I think I've seen that before.
Mm-hmm. And apparently it talks to Mabel. But she talks really, really slow, like 30 minutes between responses, and it's kind of weird. Because I've been talking to Thieves Camp, so they probably took it probably took a while to respond to things. And they said that they were following us and trying to reach us, but I don't think it was Mabel, and they're trying to pinpoint our exact location, I think.
Did you tell them where we are exactly?
I said we were in the desert.
Okay.
Which I mean, that's not exactly.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm picking up what you're saying now. I'm a
Uh,
little bit more awake.
I also think so current couple theories, she was captured and someone's impersonating her, or they stuck a headband on her.
Are you all right?
No. Because this tube is not big enough to shove a bomb in and deliver a bomb.
What a
love this man.
crazy fucking thing to say. Holy shit.
Actual pipe bomb.
Because here's the thing, right? If it's Mabel, she can dodge it.
That logic.
I actually
Bro.
love Taiga.
Hang on.
Taiga is probably the best character of all of them.
Why don't
She
I mean, if
can
someone
dodge
was-
it.
Was impersonating you, then like I'd also send like a bomb because you could dodge it. You know.
hang on.
But I mean, if I was impersonating Fallon, I can't like send a bomb because it'll be hit by that regardless.
Hey, is Laura still with you? You said he gave you the tube.
Oh yeah, he's sleeping. I've been at this for like almost 3 hours. Oh, go bug Laura. Go back to sleep.
Ooh, Lorath just left. Where is he? And she'll
If I remember correctly, he was trying to stay away from the Garuda women. So him and Raudak have been sleeping near the sand seals, but the sand seals aren't there anymore, so they can't use them as camouflage. So
Samira is going to start making her way towards where Lorath is, leaving a child to do. God, this is 7 Heronins. Please help me. Hey, Lorath.
Oh, Lilith. I've missed you.
Hey, yo, hold on a minute.
Just like smacks
Eyes
it,
opened
like
up.
smacks his hand.
Why? I thought you loved me. Samira! Okay.
Puts a
Cold
hand over your
sweats.
mouth to like to make you not shout and wake everybody up. Have
Samira!
You're an idiot. Why did you leave? Get up. We're going to see Taiga.
oh, I'm right here.
What
next
the
to you.
actual fucking...
We're going to see. You left him with a and she's just like continuing to walk. You left him with a tube to just talk to a total stranger.
No, I left him with a tube to talk to, I thought, Mabel.
No,
Is it
apparently
not
wasn't.
Mabel?
Apparently it's not.
That's
least
why I
that's-
gave it to him to write in the thieves' camp. Which made me very happy. Which apparently they speak easily. So
He's been taking apparently half an hour windows in order to respond.
fuck. Yeah, that's not Mabel.
And then after the last message that he sent out, she did not respond.
I was told by Lilith to contact Impa the moment we could. And I went for a long shot to see if we could contact Mabel. We'll talk to Impa tomorrow. Taiga, don't worry about the tube for now. We'll contact these people in the morning. Pretend
Well, they
like
haven't
everything's
responded.
honky dory.
Well, they haven't responded to me yet, so I think that they suspect that I suspect. Hey, how
Well, it's
big is
also
that little
late at
guy
night.
that's like on your shoulder that like moves? It's like a brooch.
Do not put him inside of the tube. I think my wife would actually kill me.
Dang it.
That's not a joke, by the way. I actually think she'd kill me.
Well, she could probably bring you back, so I view that as more severe discipline. Anyways.
It took me a little while to bring her back, so anyways,
But is she more powerful than you?
yes. It's never been a question.
So then it would be easier to bring you back.
Whether it's easy or not is not up right.
Fucking Dragon Ball Z logic here. That's okay. We can wish you back.
Why
with
didn't
the
they just
Dragon
take the
Balls.
fucking Eagles all the way to
Easy.
Mordor?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was under the impression that you were leeching off her power. So,
So was I. Is that not the case? Is
Okay.
that not how your power
No,
works?
she's. Shut the fuck up.
Stop.
Listen.
Stop being a bitch, Lorath.
me
Die like the rest of us, idiot. Listen. Proceed tomorrow as normal. The first thing we're going to message her is, hey, I don't know if you fell asleep or not. Where are you heading? I learned the new word for town in Gerudo. Do you not know what that means? With a smiley face or something. While that's happening and while they're translating, we can call Impa and figure out what's going on. We can try to piece it together to the best of our ability and move from there. Right now, we need to act as natural as possible and like we're speaking to Mabel. Because clearly, if he's captured, that's a problem. But we can use it to our advantage to manipulate where these people are. We can ambush them.
I don't like manipulating people.
Do you like ambushing people that are hurting Mabel potentially?
Yes.
Then let's manipulate the shit out of some bad guys.
I don't know how to do that.
I will tell you exactly what to write. You will write it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we can whoop their asses.
Yeah.
For now, may I have the tube back, please?
But what if
I
she
don't
wants back?
trust you to send a message tonight.
What if I promise not to send a message tonight, but I have it in case they send a message to me?
Fine. Also, if you promise to not send anything in that tube, as long as at least Samira and I are present and watching what you put in the tube.
Okay. Seems like fine. Cool. I was fine with it a while ago. Now all of a sudden,
Is he telling the truth?
Tiger doesn't lie to people.
Okay.
That's why I'm trusting Tiger.
All right,
All right.
You ready? You ready? Here we go. I'm telling the truth.
12.
Performance.
Oops.
If he fails, he can add a 1d6.
Well, well, my performance and persuasion are the same skill, that's why I always click them.
They're a few letters off from each other, you know.
Yeah.
And they're the same numbers. What am I supposed to do?
Just you can keep the tube. Just don't respond to it tonight. You can read it and think about it. Again, tomorrow we'll act normal. And we'll trap them. If they just magically decide to stop responding to us altogether, then they have to be some of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my entire life.
I'm gonna need another.
So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Well, no.
I will give you one tomorrow.
Yeah. I was just about to say you left me one tomorrow because we've been writing on the same piece of paper and they have it right now. So
Slaps his forehead. It's like, okay. I'm gonna go to bed now.
you gave me one piece of paper.
What time is it? Is
I
it
don't know,
like
it's been like
3
3
or
hours.
4?
I think we all, and she looks down at Tyga, need to go to sleep.
Okay. Tiger's gonna shuffle over to Raudak and just curl up on his chest.
He's like a cat.
Yes.
Yo, question, is Lhasa out right now? She down here in the pen, George?
She will be out whenever when everyone's sleeping, she will come out to sleep.
Fill that down.
Yes. Dog next to Raudak. Taiga between dog and Raudak. Happy.
After a while, you all feel the ship start to slow and then stop as the sand seals themselves are getting a little bit sleepy. They kind of busted their energy midday, and now that nightfall comes over, they're chilling out. Everyone goes ahead and heads to their respective rooms. And
Yeah, he was a nut. They sure busted it.
I try not to say it, but
Oh, wow!
I try not to say it, but you know, whatever. And then a new day begins.
Let's get to the city. This
That's
oasis.
nutty.
Does that mean we got a long
Alright.
rest?
All right, George. You know what this
Yes.
means.
We
Long
did
rest.
get a long rest.
Pee Wee, you should have had like 3 long rests since
Yeah, he should have had like 3.
I've been on the deck
Yeah,
just
so-
sunbathing the whole time. Like, wow, this is stressful. We just killed another scrub at some point.
you
Holy
almost,
shit!
you almost got struck by lightning.
I've nearly
Yeah.
died.
And
Let's just soak up the
There
sun
you
while
go.
it's
What a-
good and calm.
What a good range.
Okay. As time passes and a new day arrives, who has the tube currently?
I do.
There's a new message in the tube.
Reading.
There's dirt, blood on it, and it says, "I'm being pursued. I only have a few moments to send this. Where are you, please?"
Lara! I really need to respond to this.
What?
I'm gonna read it like 3 times fast, so that way it sinks in. Come on, answer. Come on. I said I wouldn't respond until you said it, so come on. She is being pursued.
We're in the middle of the desert. Last landmarker was a hill.
I'm sure that
Give us
Taiga-
anything and we will find you.
Mm.
That's my immediate thought. I don't know. You're rushing me.
Yes.
If it's this early in the morning, then we can still be asleep right now. Relax.
Mm.
Raudak, kick you.
Just kick a rock, pretty much.
Pick it up. Taiga, don't write. Explain to Raudak. I'll go grab the others.
Okay, so I've been exchanging messages with we thought was Mabel, and then we didn't think it was Mabel, and then it might be possessed Mabel, but now it's like hurt Mabel. So I'm freaking out, and I'm supposed to respond, but Laura said that now you are in charge of telling me what to respond with, because I really want to tell her like where we are, or like a place that like I can leave to like meet her at.
I go. We're in the middle of a desert.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I grew up here. I know how to navigate here.
Then she should tell you where she is so we can navigate to her.
Yeah. Okay. I will respond with
No!
or
No! Right, you heard me say do not respond to that until I get the others.
He ain't there, man. You
You
can do
woke
it.
me up. And Tiger's like, you're in charge of this thing. Like,
all right. I'm gonna respond with I can head to you. I can head to you. I will find you. Let me know. No. What if I say I'm I
oh, that we're
How long
surrounded
does
by
it take me to
sand. If
fucking
she
get
has
back
any
here?
It'll
landmarks,
take about like 5 to 10 minutes.
yeah. Any landmarks, I will come to you. Yeah. That's good.
should be,
Okay, perfect.
because we're just surrounded by rolling desert.
I
I don't know
mean,
how you navigate sand.
yeah.
It's all the same.
It's actually very easy. I mean, typically it's better at night because you use the stars to like navigate and stuff. But I have a general idea of where we are. I just want to say that because Laura said not to say that.
Probably a good idea. Since if it is Mabel, she doesn't know how
Tiger,
to
you were
navigate
given
if it isn't
instructions as
Mabel.
as when to send stuff and when not to send stuff, and you promised.
Yeah, but then you said that. But then
You
woke
put
up
Raudak in charge
put
and didn't
Raudak in
explain to
charge.
Raudak.
So did not. God damn it.
Okay. And
Eventually, you all congregate together after.
I'm about to shove something into the tube.
What are you shoving into the tube? Are you putting the note? Or,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see Tyga's like finally confirming with Raudak, and Raudak, you're like, yeah, that sounds good. And like, Lorath gathers all of you. It takes about like 5-6 minutes. You're all stirred awake. You all gather together, and you see Tiger already like stuffing a note into the tube.
I'm about to.
No.
Oh, well, all right, fine. Hey, do you do you have any like small skinny potion bottles that like could fit inside this tube that I could stick in with this note?
Tiger, what was the thing I told you not to do unless Samira or I were in the room to read it? And there were no instructions thereafter.
No, you said to explain to Raudak, and Raudak would help me make a response. That's what I heard.
Yeah, and where does it say in that sentence that he will then let you send it? If we're going to be that nitpicky about it, let's be that nitpicky about it.
And where in that does it say that he's not supposed to send it? Because obviously,
no, Tyga,
he's
no,
an adult.
Tyga, no, Tyga. No, my previous rule trumps this one. You're gonna lose 2 privileges if you try to pull this shit again.
I don't think you can stop him if he wants it.
I know.
I'm gonna shove the message in.
You close the
Can you
lid.
at least tell me what the message says before you
Basically, explain that we're in the middle of an empty desert and give us a landmark for where she is.
That works. Put in a ration so that they think we are worried for her health.
Are these are the potion bottles skinny enough to fit in this thing?
If you put a regular potion bottle,
yeah,
they can definitely go.
All right. I have one red potion. Goodbye, red potion. No,
So it's not actually her, Taiga.
I don't know.
You'd be giving resources to the enemy. Please stop.
Thunk.
The green potion. All right. Thunk.
The
And
thing of health.
you see it get sent off. And whenever that comes back to you, it'll come back to you.
Isn't Mabel a monk or
Tiger,
thief? Or rogue? It's useless to her.
Oh. See, I forget that people just can't turn like invisible and do cool spells all the time.
Taiga,
I'm trying very hard.
no. Taiga, stop.
Tiger just like starts to curl into a ball.
Samira kneels down.
You know, I'm trying very hard not to jump off this ship right now to find her, right?
Suicide's not the answer, Tyga.
I mean, we're on the ground. We aren't flying anymore.
Oh,
And what is fueling Taiga? Look at me. What is fueling that decision?
I'm worried about her. I'm scared.
You're letting your emotions control you. I've told you otherwise before.
Yeah, but I mean,
I know, Taiga.
We're all worried about her. But if we act fast without thinking, we're going to be the ones in danger, which is terrible because then we won't be able to save her. If we get them on the back foot, we can save Mabel and bring them down. If you keep jumping to conclusions, then they'll figure out where we are, and then maybe they won't be able to use her as leverage.
If I
We
remember,
don't even know if they have her.
if I remember correctly, no one else knows that this ship can fly, right? Let's use that to our advantage.
Exactly.
Let's get higher than what the Black Talon ship can go, and try to surprise them if that is who has got her. We can always look down and see if she's being pursued from above, and we can hit them with a volley of some kind of fire or something. But we need to be smart. We need to be unseen. Taiga, you've got the right idea. I think you're right. We do need to be very careful about who sees us. We just need to be careful in general. The surprise that we have is that no one else knows that we have the ability to fly. That's what we have to use to our advantage.
yeah, but I'm also worried that, and he's gonna turn and look at Samira. I'm just worried that, your mom isn't gonna want to pivot the ship around to her every whim. So I was thinking that maybe I could try to find her, because I know that we have a lot going on, but I'm worried about her, you know?
You don't make those calls.
Well, that's why I haven't gone anywhere yet. So I'm actually talking about instead of just doing. Trying.
I know you are. None of us like it.
If we get her to say where she is, and I would love to stop saying it like that. If we get them to say where they are, because we need to realize that they might not have Mabel.
I mean, do you think Mabel would willingly part with this tube?
No.
Do you think that anything that I carry would of importance would be left behind if 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 I was moving and staying active? So it's either her or they have her. It's like one or the other. Well, I guess the have her could also be she has a circle in her head.
Right. Problem. It's the problem because there's two bad solutions, one good solution.
Mm.
And Mabel knows the way around everywhere. She's smart as shit, right? So if she can't figure out a landmarker in a desert, I doubt she wouldn't be able to do that. We are, I assume, very, very close to the oasis. And the moment we get to the oasis, we can ask Impa exactly what's going on. Give us the quickest rundown that we possibly can. And when we do that, we can make a very quick and educated decision. And based off of that, get very quick supplies, which is what we literally need in order to fly, by the way. And then we can go and figure this out. We can take down these bastards immediately.
Okay.
Do you see the difference?
Yes.
No, Tyga. No attitude. No,
No.
nothing.
No, you're right. I just feel bad that the right decision is to wait. I don't like waiting.
Okay. It especially sucks because one of our friends is in the mix of all of this.
Yeah. Tag is gonna hand back the little cylinder.
I think worst comes to worst, she's with the Lionels, and that's not as bad as the Black Talons.
So that's not worst comes to worst then.
You're right, but it's a turn of phrase. Thank you.
So alternate scenario, she's with the Lionels.
Yes, if you want me to be
Yes.
precise.
If you want me to be honest, that's one of the best scenarios. That takes down a couple birds with one stone. Either way, let's all go above deck. Let's go talk with Samira's mom, figure out an ETA on the Oasis.
Yeah. I like that idea. And Tiger's gonna scurry up to find Samira's mom.
Tiger, roll a d20 for me.
Mm.
19.
God
Wow.
bless
That
this
one.
boy.
Okay. Okay. So you all go up on top of the deck. The sand seals have picked up and started moving once again. You see Denara at the helm, and sitting on the chair is Sakura. Not Sakura.
Kari.
Sakari. I thought I fixed it.
Sakura. Got it.
Sakari. I did it again. I thought I was fucking cured of it, but Sakari. You see Sakari's just sitting on the chair, just having a good old time. And you see Denara's going ahead and like every so often she'll start showing her like different landmarks and such that are off into the distance. And there are times where she kind of picks her up and has her steer the ship a little bit with some assistance. And then after a while, she sits her back down in the chair.
I'm going to approach and be like, Are we almost there, Auntie D?
TD.
I wow.
Hmm.
Rich's face.
God damn.
Why don't I get called cool things?
we we're making a little bit of good time. We should be there by sundown. Uh,
Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that's gonna be.
I don't know.
I'm so
Uh-huh.
so confused right now with the insight check.
I'm
I think
confused
she's
too.
inciting her mom.
I wanted to insight.
Yeah.
I was just gonna casually, but apparently, Foundry gave me a natural 20. I was gonna insight Denara as soon as, as soon as, just to see like her reaction or how she felt about Taiga calling her Auntie D.
She's flabbergasted and she's trying to move past it. she went, I'll just answer the question I can answer.
Does she hate it?
She is just confused by it. She doesn't know what it means in this context. So she's just choosing not to acknowledge it.
Gotcha.
Lorath, you said something?
Yeah. Tanara. I have a question. Let's say, not hypothetically, we absolutely need to get there as fast as we can without taking flight. Can you make this ship move very quickly on sand?
Without tearing it apart, no.
Shit.
There's also the fact that we have to. I'm gonna have to have the ship be handed over to my number 2. As we get closer, because we're gonna have to get onto a sand skiff and approach the oasis on the skiff to not draw any attention.
Okay. Can you teach us how to steer a skiff? Because we may have to make a detour for a little bit. Hopefully not, but it's a possibility.
I'll be going with you, so I'll teach you along the way.
Current situation is, well, once we make it to the oasis, we can absolutely confirm our allies we believe has been kidnapped, and we are sending coded messages. However, they're taking a long time to get decoded, where normally it would be instantaneous conversation.
What?
So unfortunately,
When did you begin sending these messages?
last night.
And you believe that they may be the enemy?
Correct. We're trying to lure them into an area that we can get the drop or at least get a scope out on them.
It's quite difficult out here in the desert when a lot of things are open. Especially if you don't know who or where they are. If I would suggest no more messages in the meantime, until you get a better understanding of the situation.
I'm in full agreement. That's why we need to make it to the Oasis as fast as possible. Unless you have a way to communicate people outside of here. Oh my god. He immediately is just gonna turn around, walk away, and go, you think about that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go communicate with people outside of here. Fucking wake up, Hattie, you little bastard. It's time for me to talk to Mama.
Daddy kisses. Oh.
I will kiss him once on the forehead, look him dead in his eyes,
Oh.
go, I need you to wake up. I need to speak with Mom immediately.
Oh, okay, Daddy. Nothing. I think Mama's still asleep.
Then try again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. This is Lorath. He will not stop till she wakes up.
Oh, okay. You keep doing that, Lorath, for a while. I will say about maybe a couple hours before she finally gets back to you.
Yep.
In the meantime, Taiga is keeping himself very busy as possible. Making food, cleaning up, being lookout, just doing anything to keep his mind off Mabel.
All right.
It doesn't work well.
I bet it doesn't. Do give me a cooking check and at disadvantage.
Cooking.
You all can taste it, even though it's good food. You know that Taiga's mind is elsewhere.
It's like minimum quality. Barely passing.
Very barely passing. The chicken's dry and overcooked. What's left of whatever ingredients on the ship there is are either undercooked or a little toasty on some sides. Eventually, Lorath, you finally get a message back, and as you're like staring at Hattie, and you're kind of like at the front of the ship, and a couple of the Gerudo kind of look at you like, is he okay? Because you're just like this.
Yep.
And again. Eventually you see like Hattie's like fucking pouring sweat, and his eyes finally go, oh, and they lock onto yours, and you hear, yes. What do you want, Lorath?
Need a better way to contact you whenever I need to wake you up, first off. Secondly, I know I need to contact him on my own. It's imperative right now that I speak to her quickly rather than later. What's the best way to contact her?
I can pass my words along through her if you want to go about it that way. If you give me a bit of time, I can try to locate her within the castle and then bring her into the tower.
Do that, please. We think Mabel got kidnapped, but I need to talk with her first. Please don't tell her that. I want to hear her unfiltered, untainted thoughts on her own of where she thinks and what she thinks is going on with Mabel.
Is this going to be before or after I send you the circlet? You know what? It'll be after.
It'll be after. Just go find her, please.
And
Lorath will get up as she's doing that and go get the others and be like, all right, shit's about to go down. So I'll have group talk.
I'll take about 30 minutes until she returns. Hattie, as you all gather together, Hattie, googly eyes straining out, and you can hear in your head, Lorath. Okay, she's in here with me. Let me know, and I'll just tell her what you say, and vice versa.
Impa is in the room with Lilith. What do we want to ask her immediately? We can only do this so many times.
Why we had to contact her to try and figure out what's going on with Mabel. Is she on a mission?
Any objections from anyone?
No.
Sweet. I relay that.
Mabel was sent after all of you to do reconnaissance secretly. After the attack on the gate near the Gerudo Valley, and assisting the Hylians that were attacked, we lost contact with her. We've been trying to make contact with her to no avail. Either she's outside of the range where we're able to communicate with her, or what have you. Impa is telling me that Mabel wouldn't take this long without communicating.
We think she got kidnapped. We think that right now we don't know who it is, but we're speaking with someone. They're taking an incredibly long time to reply to a code that she should be instantaneous in responding to.
Do you know their position, or is there any way to track them down?
We have if we had a larger shard of agony, we could be able to track them down with ease. Or if we had a way to locate object, we could track them down. Without either of those two things, I'm afraid we don't know where they are. We're trying to get information out of them as to a landmark of any kind for an ambush to figure out where they are or what's going on and to get the drop on them. But for right now, we're not getting anywhere.
Impa says, she kind of pauses for a moment. Cease all contact. You're only exposing yourself. If it's true that Mabel has been captured, then she knew the risks, and it's best not to endanger any of you.
Sorry, wrong answer. We're going to try to figure out how to either lure her out or do a reverse ambush.
I'm sorry. What did you say, Laura?
Impa said we should cease contact, that she knows the risks and that whatever happened. I think we should not cease contact. We should assume that it's still, and we should pretend that we're still talking to the regular Mabel. And maybe we can designate a point of where we are.
I mean, we could always try to choose a place of common ground that we can try to set the ambush on.
That's literally what I'm saying. Yes.
Yeah. We could use the succulent seal if we really needed to.
The hell did you just a what?
The place where
Succulent
my
seal?
deed is. Yeah, you didn't listen to anything that happened whenever my deed came up, huh?
No, sorry, it's just wild to randomly hear the word succulent seal come out of your
Yeah,
mouth.
yeah. It's a tavern. My bad. Maybe I should have said that
Gotcha.
first, but I thought maybe that was implied. But never mind.
Nope, just came. Just
I'm
just
so
wasn't.
happy.
Just wasn't with you, bud.
I'm so happy you just
That's
name
okay.
dropped it with almost no context.
That's what I would do.
Just yeah, bro. We can go to the succulent seal. I'm like, I fuck what? I don't think that's common ground. I just think that's unknown territory. I'm thinking more of random landmarker in middle of desert where we can't be ambushed because it's in the middle of the random desert. But we can say, I hate to say this, we can say that Taiga can respond to them and says, I snuck out by myself trying to find you. I'm going to this location. Can you meet me there?
In maybe a certain amount of days.
I look at Taiga.
I mean, yeah, just depends on where they are and where we think that she is. I mean, it is like a desert, so I can move pretty fast because I'm like from here, but like still it's also I can't just magically teleport. I mean, I could probably grab like a sand seal.
Well, no, Taiga, you're not leaving. You're saying you're leaving
Oh,
alone.
yeah. Yes.
But we're all gonna be there, so you're really not going far at all. Otherwise, we'd lose your ass.
Oh, right. Yeah, I can respond with that message.
I don't think we do it immediately. Respond back and just say, Inshika, Thieves Cant, whatever you've been doing, and say, please respond. I need to know you're okay. That's all I want you to say. You sent her a potion. You sent her that. And he snaps his fingers and he goes, and send her anything that you just recently cooked. Anything.
Okay. I will do that.
All right. Taiga, as you take the time to do that, Lilith continues. So I'm to assume that you're going to go ahead with your plan.
Well, we got told no, so standard protocol. Gotta go save an ally over letting them die, yeah.
Very understandable. Impa says thank you.
Of course. I assume there's no support that we're going to be able to get on that end, which is fine. That's the current situation. We'll bring you up to speed with anything else whenever we get information. Does anybody have any questions? Anything they'd like to share? I know there's been a lot that's been going on, so now would be a great time.
Currently, no information. Not from what I've told them, the Black Talon has appeared. They're trying to see who they can send, but believe it or not, Mabel was one of the more talented. And the fact that she may be captured is not good. I should also warn you that if I'm to send this circlet, that's as much assistance that you're going to receive from me on this end.
It's more than enough for now. We need the circlet. There's no and ifs or buts about it.
Then whenever you're able to contact me or anyone else on this side, you're going to have to do it on your own means.
Before you do that, again, anyone have anything they want to ask Mabel, or not ask Mabel, ask Impa, or tell the Kingdom of Hyrule? Anything, period.
Is the orphanage doing okay?
Great question. No, he asked a question.
He'll get the answer.
Okay.
I mean, no one else is asking questions. This is like the prime time to do it, right?
If
You're
not,
100% right.
There's a slight pause, and the response is, they're eating quite well.
Good. Okay. Well, everything's fine then.
my only question is if Zelda would be willing to speak to a essentially a pirate queen. The Queen of the Red Lions is the name of the ship. Just not now, but eventually. Pass that along to her, see if she'd be willing to open that conversation.
That message just passed along. Loth goes, you can hear just say it like out loud, like with a question, like King of Red Lions. And then she goes, it looks like Impa recognizes the name. Yes, if there's a way to make contact openly, she would very much believe that the princess would like to.
Perfect. The
We'll
next
have open
opportunity.
communications later tonight, just
Yep.
as a general thing.
We'll be
Sorry.
waiting.
If you could let Laurel know of this development as well.
That you're on a ship, I'm guessing. Yes, I'll be sure to pass along the message.
Maybe tell Laurel that the ship's owner is Desriel. Oops.
Desriel? Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow, she has a franchise in another universe. That's crazy.
Whatever this chick's name is, I fucking
Denara.
getting late. Yep, Denara.
Auntie D.
All right. If that's everything, then we will speak to you hopefully tonight. Talk to you later. And she goes,
Thank
all
you,
right.
Wolf.
You hear her go, all right, Hattie. And he goes, okay, time for me to do my thing. And you see Hattie like spring on top of Laura's head. And he goes, da, 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 da. He starts dancing. He does a little spin. He takes out his hat. So long, folks. And he transforms into the circlet. He gets swapped out. And the circlet goes, and lands on the deck.
I was
I
gonna
like that guy.
laugh
We
if
should
it
see
landed.
him more.
I was gonna laugh if it landed
This
on
is the
Laura's head.
happiest moment. Yeah, I also thought it was going to fall. And I'm like, George, you rat fuck.
I was tempted.
Make
I was
a wisdom saving throw,
I
bitch.
was very tempted. Don't get me wrong. It did cross my mind on more than one occasion.
Here, I'll help you with that, George. I pick up the crown and put it on.
Yeah, around that Colzum.
There's no resistance. Oh no, there's no resistance. It's like, all right, Do it again.
Let's be real. You already hated all Hylians to begin with. You
Yeah.
know, it's
That's literally what I'm saying.
Actual racist.
But yes, Pee Wee. I think he is a lot of fun, but I also want to like bully him at the same time. It's like this weird feeling.
And there it is, the
Yeah,
circlet.
that is a weird feeling.
Look at
To love and
that.
hate something.
Yeah, right. It's like it's so cute that you just want to feel pain.
Yeah, you just want to like strangle him or something.
I know. It's the first time I've had this. It
Yeah, like
feels
he's a
so
little rat.
Ooh, that's pretty.
I think
I
you
put it on.
said.
Yeah, you should put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should put it on. Hey, you took the curse off of it, right? So I can't put it on.
Honestly, it's a good idea if we double check that first.
Yeah, do science. Try it on.
Identify the moment it's in my hand.
Same thing as before. It has those abjuration effects on it. I think it's abjuration. Whatever. It's there to.
It would be enchantment.
Yeah,
if,
enchantment. Thank you. It has. I'm going off the top of my head. It has the charm effects applied to it. To be very aggressive towards Hylians. Not only that, it is there. Because you know what you're looking for. It's there to wrest control away from the user in such a way that it's unnoticeable. Their personality stays intact.
And the main source of this is the gem itself. Like if there was like, okay, so yes, obviously it's enchanted, but like, where's the main source of the enchantment?
So there's 2 rubies on it, and they seem to be like the power source. The whole thing is like completing a circuit in a way. So like it starts off from the center, and then it kind of completes the connection on the back.
Do you need me to do something about it, or do you have it this time?
I don't want to do anything about it. It's more of we have
Okay.
it.
So, right. Okay. So then I'm gonna ask, just because you seem to think it was super important. What is it that you want to use this for?
Been 2 weeks. I'm gonna keep it such a buck right now. It's late and I don't exactly remember. But if you let me cook on that, I'll tell you what it is when I remember.
Sounds good. I'll let you cook. You tell me what you want to do with that thing.
I had an idea, and I think it was something. Use this to see if we get a message to go somewhere specific. Something reverse engineer to like see if we can.
Oh,
like,
I see. I get it. Yeah,
proximity
You're trying to
wave
find.
to-
Yeah. You're trying to find the main source. Using it to
Yes.
as like a dowry rod,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yes.
Correct.
Dowry or
With that broken
Yeah, that was
explanation that he gave you, that is the correct answer, Fallon.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Understood.
That's 100% the idea behind it. No more communication with Lilith. Hattie's gone.
I'm a free man.
I can fuck whoever I want on this ship now. You see, like Lorath, like fucking rips off his clothes.
Hell yeah.
Get down,
Pee-wee, that's
Pee-wee.
the last thing I wanted to heard. My God.
Fish in the sea.
Sorry, Lucy Cock possessed me.
As the circlet is kind of held in your hands, Lorath, Samira, you kind of glance at it and make a wisdom check.
Save or check?
Check.
Ooh.
Put it on.
Like, wow, I hate Hylians. Puts on crown. What?
there's a conscious, unconscious effort that your arm kind of goes out to reach for it a little bit, and
Who's holding it?
Laura.
And it's being studied.
Mm-hmm.
Her hand floats up just slightly.
I grip tighter. Hold on, I'm not done looking at it.
5 key points are lost.
Mom said
Okay.
this is my toy. It's my turn.
Taking away 5
looks at
key
you.
points.
As all of you hear
Samira?
the familiar sound of as time starts rewinding,
Ah!
and legend lore is cast. There is a moment as the circlet in your possession, you can see figures kind of appear on the ship. One moment.
Ooh, Samir, this is where you find out if they're evil or not.
Yeah, dude. They're
As
totally nice.
you
Yeah, good
see,
intentions. We want to be a hive mind. I'll mute.
It's all a great misunderstanding.
you see as the circlet is not constructed of just one material, but multiple materials. You see these large red gems hidden throughout the desert, as big as buildings, just hovering. Their location unknown, but you can sense that they're surrounding something. Your view goes past and heads towards the Gerudo city, and you can see figures. Do me a favor, roll a perception check. Okay. You can't see.
I will give her an 11. My apology.
Okay. You
He
don't
supports me.
you don't see
Damn it.
the figures clearly. You see that they're in robes. And there's chanting that you can't either hear or you're too far off to make out the words. But you see that they're reaching out, and magic seems to ebb and flow off of them into this large crystal that hovers situated somewhere within the city. You see the construction from a piece of this crystal is made into this circlet as the two figures enchant it, and you can hear laughing as it's crafted. And before, sorry,
The two figures, if I'm allowed